Hello and welcome to the TimTom podcast. We are
Hello.
without Tim this week because he's in the Himalayas, but it's all good. We've got a very capable replacement, and do you want to introduce yourself
That's me.
to the fam again?
It's Connor. It's me. It's Connor. You all know me by now. I'm the big famous man that everyone knows. And I'm going to be talking my shit today. So, yeah.
More
hello.
specifically, your shit on 21 Savage's new album,
21
I Am
Savage.
Greater Than I Was, and the new Valee single with DRAM and Chase the Money. So without any further ado, I am greater than I was. How are you feeling about this?
Great. Well,
Great.
Pretty good album. Maybe great is a bit too much, bit too far, but I think it's a pretty good album, and I think he showed his like transformation as an artist quite a bit on this album. Yeah, it's good. What did you think?
Yeah, lots of maturity and evolution, I thought. Because I didn't really like Izzer album much at all.
No, neither.
Apart from Bank Account.
Yeah.
And but then Without Warning was fantastic. So I didn't really know how to feel coming into this because I also thought that he'd been doing a lot of great features, especially recently.
Yeah, true.
On like the Quavo album, Astro World,
and on the
Gucci Mane album
Metro
as well.
Boomin album as well.
And that as well.
Which he was on quite a bit of. His like input lately has been really good, but then obviously the album is kind of, I didn't really know what to expect like you.
But I had high hopes given all the features and stuff we'd had from him recently.
Same. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, he kind of came through on this. Like it's still not, like A-class top-notch music, but it's pretty good, I think, for 21 Savage.
So he kicked off with a very un-21 Savage song, for me at least, in a lot, which had this sample-based beat from DJ Dahi, who I did not expect to see credited on this album.
He's the type of guy to be on a Kendrick Lamar album, not a 21 Savage album.
But he's obviously got the connects these days.
He's got the
and he kicked it off with
definitely.
a hook I actually have found more annoying the more I've listened to it.
Oh yeah, okay.
But just because it's so repetitive.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, but I think I think that song was a great opener though. And obviously, like when J. Cole comes in, that's something that I didn't really expect at all. But you go on, you finish what you were going to say.
Yeah, I on Astroworld I had a lovely time because I didn't spoil any of the features or the producers. I guessed most of them.
Yeah.
But I decided not to do that on this for some reason. So I spoiled all the surprises, really. So when J. Cole came in, I already knew he was coming in, but it still surprised me.
He was coming, but you still didn't know what he was going to deliver until
it's a great person. It was really long as well, which was something.
It was, it was a.
As it kept going on, I was like, "Wow, this is one of your best features."
Out. Yeah, this was like one of his best for a long time, I think.
Although,
unless that Jid song was good, but yeah, anyway.
But there was a weird moment when he he said the hilarious line, "Some make millions, others make memes."
Oh yeah.
But then he followed it, which I took as a shot at people like Tekashi 6ix9ine. But then he went and sort of bigged him up and said, "Hold tight, Tekashi. They want him to rot." And so I didn't really know who it was aimed at in that case.
His disses are weird because J. Cole kind of like does it from a paternal standpoint. He's like with 1985, he's kind of dissing them, but kind of advising them as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's he's like trying to be a bit of a father figure. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, but actually saying that, I don't think he was particularly dissing anyone that makes
No.
memes. It's your hustle, but
Yeah, true.
yeah,
It's the meme making.
No, meme making makes the world go round.
It does. It makes the world go round.
So after this track, we had another different direction that I'd never heard 21 Savage going before. As soon as this beat came in, I was just like, what the hell? Like, this is something I don't know even who I would expect to hear rap over this, but definitely not 21 Savage, because he's usually so monotone and not like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
but his delivery was actually quite fast for him.
Yeah, it was pretty
song.
good. Yeah, and I've listened to it a little bit more, and I've actually grown. It's grown on me quite a bit. At first I thought it's okay, it's not too bad, but I actually do. It's becoming one of my favourites on the album, I think.
Yeah, this is a definite highlight for me. The whole electric bouncing beat that comes in at the start, and then the
definitely.
way it's so subtly, without like any break or anything, just switches into this like metro booming classic beat. He was on the production for this song, so you can understand why 100%.
Yeah. But you hardly realise that it changes, like, unless you actually pay attention.
No, I think it was maybe the second time I was listening to it. I was just like listening to it as it sort of faded out at the end, and I was like, where did that electric thing go? Because the switch was so subtle. There's a couple of lines I wanted to highlight on this one. He's saving hoes need a cape. And can't put tongue on a bitch. I still kiss my kids.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's a stance I respect, to be honest.
Yeah, that's one of the highlight lines on the album for me.
I mean, you don't want to be getting these hoes on your kids, so I fully understand.
So, and then on the next one, what's the next one?
Some titties. Some titties. Some titties. With the City
Absolute
Girls,
tune.
I think they're called. The twerk anthem of the album.
Definitely, 100%. I still love that song.
It's not a particular highlight for me, but it holds its place. It
definitely
shows
does.
how versatile he can be, because you got the sort of sampley, soulful boom bap beat on the first track. Then you got the more synthetic trap banger on the second track, and then you got this one, which is sort of bling arrow beat. So
it kind of shows that he's not going completely, boom bap hip hop on us. He's still got that trap angry kind of, well, not necessarily angry on this track, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does this rank as one of your favourites on the album?
Maybe after giving it a bit more of a listen, probably not, but it's still I think it's still pretty good. It just makes me laugh more than anything. But
the hook is just so ridiculous.
Yeah. I just think the City Girls feature on it as well is brilliant. Like, it's just good. Just good little track. But yeah.
And then after that, we have a sort of a trap banger, but it had an interesting Carlos Santana sample in it. This is Out for the Night.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
So you hear the sample right from the start. I think instrumentally, this is one of the best songs.
Yeah.
The way that Kid Hazel used the sample was great.
Yeah, I think the instrumental was the standout for the track. Like, I
definitely.
Think, 100%.
I mean, it's a different angle from 21, because you don't usually hear him talking about his females in a nice way,
loving way.
Although having said that, it's like he bigs her up and then says, "But I'm out for the night," so he's obviously gonna do other things.
He's still
anyway.
Keeping his, he's still keeping his G status or whatever, but you can tell there's a bit of affection maybe going on there, which is not usual for 21. He's usually, a bit more sexist than that, but yeah, true.
Yeah, and then straight after that we have Gunsmoke, which I think lyrically is his best song, and I quite like the beat as well. It was like some weird reverse sample, Kid Hazel again, and this is probably the first 21 Savage song. If that makes to coin a phrase.
No, I see what you mean. Yeah, kind of because he kind of came in with the whole murder ominous thing.
Yeah, the sinister trap bangers is his sound.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, that was like kind of classic 21, but then more improved, kind of more focused,
more refined.
Yeah, definitely.
And it had this crazy set of lines. So these are all in a row. I'm a killer whale, you a tadpole. You got asthma, you don't want smoke. He wants cancer, I'm giving out smoke.
See that? Yeah, he just doesn't give a fuck.
It's just a wild set of lines, right
just
there.
A madman, you know.
And there are plenty of other little nuggets on this song that just make you chuckle out loud a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, this is very much stock 21 Savage, but better than he's done
only
it
4
before.
tracks in, and he comes, or 4 or 5 tracks in, and he comes out with plenty of gems, plenty of great lyrics. So, yeah, he's a good. What do you call it? He's good at the whole. I don't even know how to explain it. But
he's showing his versatility. He could do everything.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, yeah, that was a good one.
And then we go into 1.5, which I think he switches it up a little bit again. Instrumentally, it's quite similar to Gunsmoke.
Yeah.
But he's got a bit of auto-tune in his voice. He's rapping a bit more melodically than he has on any points of the album.
Yeah.
And it's got a nice
and then Offset
little
comes
hook.
in, doesn't?
Yeah, and Offset, one of the go-to features. I think if you're making a trap album, he's becoming the one you want to call.
I think, and obviously they've made an album together, so it'd be pretty, it's pretty obvious that he would come on.
Just a shame it wasn't the Metro beat as well. That would have been nice. Yeah,
that would have been a lot better. I think them 3 kind of make a good trio. I thought it was a good song. I wouldn't necessarily say it was a highlight or anything, but I enjoyed it definitely. And I thought the beat was pretty good.
But Offset definitely steals the show for me as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. I think his features are always pretty good. No, go ahead.
I was going to transition, saying that another feature that steals the show on the next song, All My Friends, which has this amazing Post Malone feature. Hook especially is great.
Yeah, definitely.
The way that he lightly sings the hook, then he repeats it again when the bass comes in. Really brings it home. It's crazy.
Yeah, definitely. And he basically, like halfway through the track, 21 Savage just leaves. Like he goes off somewhere else, and Post Malone just takes the rest of the track.
I did quite like when 21 Savage sort of reprised the hook, did it a bit differently. But then
definitely.
After that, as you said, you don't hear from him again. It's basically a Post Malone song with 21 Savage on it.
Yeah, pretty much. But that doesn't.
This was another feature I didn't really expect, even though they did do Rockstar together.
They've done that song before, but that was so big, and you just didn't really. I just didn't really see them doing music together again, really. But yeah, it happened, and it was pretty
for
good
the better as well. Yeah,
I think
I agree.
For the better. Yeah.
So we've had 2 features that brought a lot to the album, and I'm now gonna.
Yeah.
Our next song is probably, I don't know, Gunner again. Well, I feel like I'm reviewing a track featuring Gunner every week.
Yeah.
Because he seems to be everywhere.
Doesn't stop.
Honestly.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
And then I've been listening to some of my album of the year contenders, and like I didn't remember him being on Die Lit, but he was.
He was. I was listening to that yesterday, actually. Yeah, he was on that.
Gunner is everywhere. They've got to give him credit.
Yeah, I
He was
mean,
on he was even on that Amine mixtape.
Yeah, true.
He's
Yeah, he's
bloody. You can't
he's just
you can't get away from
yeah.
Gunner.
He's like a little. It's funny because he's like a little leech, and then I bet next year we won't even hear from him. Like he won't
It's
even be a
entirely
thing.
possible, but
Yeah,
I liked his hook. I will say
yeah.
that.
No, I thought it was actually at first I was just really like closed-minded to the song. I was thinking, oh, them again, Lil Baby and Gunner, and I was like, God, this is shit. But actually, like I thought it was like it's a listenable song. It's still got.
Because yeah,
No, go ahead. Go on.
the Wheezy beat was a great another great example of how folk and trap music can come together and
Yeah,
create
yeah, that's
hits.
true. Yeah,
I
I think that's what I quite like about it. The beat is just quite strange.
Yeah, because it's got this flute sample that keeps coming in and out, and I quite
Yeah,
liked it because it made it a bit more eerie, a bit more country and western. And then
yeah, yeah,
Gunner's
definitely.
hook was good. 21 Savage, unfortunately for him, it was probably one of his best verses on the album. But
That's the thing. Like he came in and he did an amazing verse, and then the
but then
rest
he
of
just
the song was just a bit average because
yeah, it
of
just leaves the
them
track.
two.
So I mean,
Yeah,
Gunner hook again, I liked, but his
yeah,
verse was slow. It didn't really work with the beat that well. And
just
then
vapid.
Lil Baby did a blue face for me. He just rapped off beat badly, saying anything. I just didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't see what Lil Baby in particular gave to this track, especially after their verse,
I
and then
mean, what does he
he
really
started
add to
singing.
anything? To be honest, but
Very true, but then he started singing at the end, and he just completely ruined it. And I was like,
yeah,
this has
yeah.
gone from a
Well,
decent song
it
to
had
an unlistenable
yeah, it
song
had
very
potential, didn't it?
quite
It
quickly.
started off pretty
Mm.
good. But yeah, 21 Savage was definitely the highlight of that track and the beat as well.
Yes. Shout out Wheezy.
So, Shadow Weezy.
After that, we had ASMR.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The another Metro Boomin beat on this one, and
Uh-huh.
he brought back the whisper flow.
He brought it back. He knew people liked it. He's capitalising on it.
Keep the meme alive.
Yeah. What did you think of it though? What did you? What
Uh,
were your
I thought it
thoughts?
was like a sinister trap banger. This is what he does.
Yeah,
But
yeah. That's
the way this would be separated from the rest on the album anyway is one, the beat was amazing,
yeah,
and
yeah,
two, that the whisper flow coming in and out.
yeah.
And he did have another
That
funny
was.
line of saying that his chopper's gone amp. He's going to rock out.
Oh yeah. See,
Which I
another
thought was
great
good
line.
wordplay. So that's
Yeah.
another thing I noticed about this album. So there's three things really for me. Lyrically was better than he's ever been. Lots more funny lines.
Yeah.
The production was probably better than I've heard, because although Metro did most of his other albums, I think it
Yeah.
was a
It just.
little
I think
more average.
I feel like they did that album like a week or something. Like they rushed it. His first album
Yeah,
because it wasn't very good at all. But yeah, no.
and also the features were a lot better.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, features. That was a really good part of the
Any
album, I
more
think.
you'd like to say on the track?
No, not really. It didn't really stand out to me as much. It didn't really. I didn't really think it was amazing or anything. I thought it was an alright track, but don't really have much to say on it, to be honest.
Now this
But yeah.
one did stick out to me, Ball Without You, but not for
Mm.
anything in particular that I liked. I
No,
mean,
no.
it was sort of a more singy song, and
More melodic.
yeah, and lyrically, I have no idea where this was going, because he kept on talking about this girl betraying him and how he would like to, how he felt wronged by it, but it didn't seem like he
Mm.
wanted her back or missed her that much at any point either.
No, he doesn't.
So
Yes, he doesn't really make sense when it comes to the whole, um, you know, love and affection thing. Maybe he just
yeah,
doesn't. Maybe that's not his forte.
and there was also that little rant he had about how he'd rather have loyalty than love, which was just a bit of a detour
Yeah,
for the sake of it.
Yeah, he was just digressing a bit on that. We didn't really have any coherent thoughts going on that track.
But after that, it probably
yeah.
goes to my favourite song of the album.
Oh yeah.
In Good Day. Now this
Yes.
was a bit of a masterpiece in my opinion.
Yeah.
The way the track just flowed, it starts off. You hear the Cardo, the way he's used the sample of the 3 6 Mafia song.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's sort of just chopped up, and it's so eerie, even by 21 Savage beat standards. This is probably the darkest thing I've ever heard.
I know 21 Savage is, a sinister, known for his sinister bangers, but this was pretty ominous.
It sounds like a devil worship in your ears.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just
there's something pretty satanic about it.
So that's playing. Then you got 21 Savage with this really laid back flow, and almost in my head, as he was rapping, he was like possessed by a demon or something. Yeah. Just the way it was
possessed by the satanic
especially
beat.
the refrain after the hook, because it was so effortless and quite lazy, but also so effective for the vibe of the song.
That's what I love about him as well. Like I think that's one of his signature things. Like sometimes he's so laid back on the beat that he could be, it could be like he's just in a conversation, but it just works so well. It's just brilliant.
And then in comes this. So after this little refrain about murder with an AK and fucking your bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, and I gotta say, it does also in the hook reference the Ice Cube song of the same name. I think that was definitely a bit of a inspiration for this one.
Homage,
but then we had a great Schoolboy Q feature on this track.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's another one. He's another one that. Yeah, he did still show. This is another one, another rapper that works well with these dingy, sinister beats.
Yeah, I mean,
you probably
just
have
listen to any track on Oxymoron, pretty much, and that's all you need.
Although this is darker but I mean, I'd probably have 21 Savage, Schoolboy Q, and Old Sweatshirt over this type of beat any day of the week. This is what you need.
That's who should have been. That's who should have been on it as well. Oh, but I mean,
that's wishful thinking, of course.
Yeah,
but then we had the hook again, and because when I first listened to it, I wasn't paying attention to the runtime. When the sample was just playing out again, I thought that was the end. But instead, in comes Project Pat, who
out of nowhere
was certainly in 3 6 Mafia. Yeah, it might even have been his voice that they used. If it was, that would be very good. Well done by 21 Savage to get that happen. Yeah. He had a decent appearance. It wasn't anything mind blowing. I didn't like where he switched his flow up as well. I thought that really ruined the verse.
Yeah, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't the best part of the track, but it wasn't terrible or didn't do loads of damage to the track.
Yeah, and I thought for nostalgia and everything else, that was the main reason he was on there.
Yeah,
and it definitely for that I salute him. I think that definitely worked well.
Yeah, it was probably a pretty good addition, in the end. So yeah, that was a great track. That was really good.
From that, it sort of a sinister trap banger. We've had all sorts at this point, but he stylistically changes it yet again.
Just showing variety.
Another DJ Dahi production.
Yeah.
This time you come from this like 3 6 Mafia sample, dingy trap beat, and then suddenly out of nowhere there's these like plucked strings, and it's all beautiful, and then the kids are singing. The money and the fame make a monster. Then in comes 21, he sings along as well. And then out of nowhere, Donald Glover comes in.
Gambino. He just comes in.
I mean, this is a lyrical exercise for him. The way he was just talking about other rappers.
Yeah, this was brilliant.
The game. I mean, wow.
Yeah. His feature was just like, I'd probably say maybe the best on the album, just because it's like, I don't know, Childish Gambino, he does his thing when he raps, but I think I've never really heard him like that before, and I just think he just went on.
He had a mixtape called Royalty, where he rapped like this. That was his most hip hop project, definitely.
Yeah.
But even then, he wasn't this hungry.
No.
To go back to your point of the best feature on the album, his feature was so good and so fast. I can't even remember 21's verse.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing, actually, because I've listened to it so much now that I can kind of remember, like, the whole track is kind of ingrained in me. And 21 Savage's verse is great, like, it's really good. But Childish Gambino's verse is so good that even it outweighs that kind of thing. Like, it's ridiculous. But yeah, no, go on. What are you going to say?
So you have 21 Savage feature, which I can't really remember that well. I remember it being good, and it like carried the song out well. But
yeah,
it's sort of like you've just been hit by the most amazing thing ever, and everything after that.
Yeah,
it's going to be
maybe
a little...
it should have started with 20. But then, to be honest, actually no, because I think him just coming straight in, Childish Gambino coming straight in.
It sort of hit you with your pants down.
Yeah. It's like,
it reminded me a little bit of Control.
Yeah.
Because Kendrick's verse is amazing. And then you got sort of Jay Electronica's, which actually has some funny lines. And it's quite clever. But it's just forgotten because of the verse that came before it.
Really. Yeah, no.
But this track also actually was a bit of a masterpiece in the way that it went. Because it started off quite subtle. Then you had the verses that were both great.
Oh, yeah.
And then the last 40 seconds, the strings go, then there's the piano, and you got all the kids screaming. So they've gone from singing about the monster to being scared by the monster, which I thought was a stroke of genius.
Yeah, I thought the verses, that's one thing, but the production on here was just brilliant. Like, I thought the production so far on the album had been pretty good. And then it got to this, and I was like, wow. Like, and just the whole, like you said, the last 40 seconds of the track, I thought that was really good.
One thing I would say, though, I know that it's got a good transition, but it would have been a nice closer, I think.
This song?
Yeah. I have nothing against... I agree. I like the... That was... I'm sure we'll get to it, but I had nothing against the closer. But it didn't feel like a closer. It was just sort of another song.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Whereas this had everything. It was like it had a crescendo.
Yeah.
And why this wasn't a single, I'm not really sure, because I think it would have stood well alone as well as in the album.
Definitely, yeah. No, I agree. I think it would have been a really good closer. But hey ho, you didn't do that. Still a very good track.
Yeah, very good track. Shout out DJ Dahi especially.
Yeah.
After that, we had Letter to My Mama.
Oh yeah.
A happier note. I thought she was shouting out his mum for giving some tough love.
Yep.
Which can be needed. I always appreciate a mum song. Tupac's done a good one. Kanye as well.
I thought it was, and I thought it was one of his more lyrical, what would you say, lyrical songs of the album.
Because he doesn't usually stick to a theme, does he, for the whole song?
No, not really.
There was no references of being a G or shooting anyone or selling drugs. It was all about.
He actually stuck to the title of the song and rode with it the whole way through. So yeah.
Because prior to this, I wouldn't have. Yes, it was a good beat. Oh, the sample before the actual beat comes in, that is beautiful.
Oh yeah.
So you got the R&B sample and like the bass. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And then the beat switches, but the sample carries on playing. I think this is another really well produced track.
Yeah, definitely.
And I like that he said, "You're the only woman I'd give some vows to" as well. I thought that was sweet.
Oh yeah, that's nice, isn't it? That's nice. Yeah. Maybe he does. Maybe he's not as sinister as he makes out to be. But yeah. And then the track after this, is it 4L, the last one?
Yes.
Or am I? Yeah.
Well, there is a bonus track as well.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I haven't listened to it though.
You haven't? Oh.
No, not yet.
Spoil it for you in a second then.
Oh, looking forward to it.
4L. I like this song. I think again, beat wise, one of the best.
Yep.
It had the sort of guitar sample. Was great. The flutes when they came in and out were great. And 21 Savage on the hook. This is my favourite 21 Savage flow. This really aggressive one. Rap ass, crap ass, body in a lap ass.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. Yeah. And I really like. I like from Monster to this song. I really enjoyed the last part of the album. I don't know why, but I just thought that these tracks transitioned really well, and great beats, great lyrics, all of that. And I thought it was great. I thought he closed out the album in a really, really good way. So yeah.
The only thing I would say is that the Young Nuddy feature is very unnecessary.
Oh yeah, I didn't need that. Yeah, that was
a bit of trash right there.
Yeah, yeah, didn't need that at all.
And it didn't even his voice and stuff didn't even fit the track at all.
No, I was listening to it and I was like, why are you here? Why do you need to be here? But it didn't destroy the song, so
that's how the album came out. That was the final song. But then I think it was Boxing Day.
He released the part 2.
Out for the Night part 2. So So have you not listened to this?
I literally just before I called you, I looked on my phone and then I saw there was like a deluxe version, and then I had I didn't even listen to it. So yeah, I'm yet to listen to it. But just spoil it for
we
me,
got it starts off the same. So the first verse and the hooks are the same. But then as he finishes his hook, you hear Travis say, "Yeah." And I was like, oh, you know what? I could hear him ride this beat quite well.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, this insane synth beat comes in. It's absolutely the polar opposite of the Out for the Night beat. Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then Travis comes in with this minute-long verse, and it's amazing.
Brilliant. Oh
it's
my
just,
God.
I can't tell you. You got to check it out as soon as you.
Yeah, I cannot wait.
Because he said on Twitter,
now.
which I know actually you don't have. You've got rid of it.
No, I've got it back now. I'm back in the social media.
He said the day the album dropped, he didn't say buy my album or anything. He said when the Travis feature comes, you're going to need new speakers. That's what he said on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, why hasn't it come out already? But eventually it came out. And honestly, it's such a great addition.
I mean, I'm always happy when Travis is around because I'm a big fan. So I'm looking forward to it.
I thought it was very fitting as well that given the year he's had, that there was a beat, there was a crazy beat switch, and then in he comes. It's got to the stage, I think, where he can't rap on anything else.
No, he can't rap on a normal beat. There has to be at least one or two beat switches.
Mad. This is a great feature, and it was really funny because he started off the line with "I'm coming in late." Mm-hmm. And it was came in a couple of days after the album. So this was a great bonus track. I'd probably have
That's
it
what's
over
great about streaming as well. You can just add songs or like Kanye does, make his albums sound better, or whereas you would have used to have to buy that or illegally download it or something. So, but I don't know why I'm talking about that. I'm just going on one. But.
No, that is true because I was listening to Negros one the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yesterday even, and I noticed that he remixed Chewing Gum, and it sounded a lot better.
Oh,
it was a bit of a mess before, but it sounds a lot better now. And A$AP Rocky sounds better on it. But that has nothing to do with this.
No.
So let's round this up then.
Let's do it. Yeah.
I Am Greater Than I Was.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't say it's better than Without Warning, but Without Warning was a small project, and I wouldn't
Yep.
count it in his discography.
No, that was just more of a off the cuff kind of thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah.
So this album for me makes me forget that his album ever existed. It's probably I know it's kind of new to me, but I still think it's probably the third or fourth best trap album of the year, fighting with Lil Boat 2 for that sort of title.
Yeah,
I just don't really. I think you don't get that consistency, that range usually, because when I saw that it was 50 minutes, 14 songs, I thought that for him, because he's not very versatile, or prior to this wouldn't have seen him as a versatile artist.
No.
The way that he switched up the genres so much, his flow, speed, lyrically as well. I mean, this is everything he needed to do, in my opinion.
Yes, definitely. I think it's obviously it's not a perfect album, but I think there's so many more pros to it than there are cons, and I think I agree with you on the whole versatility thing. He just comes out with so many things that he's never really done before, and I think the features were great on this. I think they really they didn't necessarily carry the album, but I think they were brilliant, really necessary addition to the album.
They definitely helped the album's lasting power, didn't they?
Yeah, 100%. And
that was sorry.
No, go on. What are you going to say?
No, you carry on.
Okay, and also I think him being more open with who he lets kind of produce his music, not just the trap thing the whole way through, like letting people like DJ Dahi and stuff, people like that. And Cardo as well, and it works. It just makes it just worked for the better, really, and it shows that he's like evolved quite a bit as an artist. So yeah, I thought it was a great result. I thought it was really good.
I'm glad I let you go now, because that was how I was going to wrap it up. He didn't go for trendy features apart from Lil Baby and Gunna.
Yeah.
Because I was sort of, when I saw the album coming out, I expected like a bunch of Migos.
Yeah. He didn't even
maybe
no, he did have Offset.
He had Offset, like a Kodak Black, maybe a Juice WRLD feature, something like that. But he went for good musicians in the producers.
Yeah, he did.
Not all of which I'd heard of, but they all did a good job by and large. And all the features were great as well. So I'm very happy with this project.
Yeah, no, great.
And if we're giving it a rating, I think this is a strong 7.
Yeah, I'd give it. I'd agree. I'd give it a strong 7 as well. Maybe it doesn't really hit that 8 for me, but it's still a very good album. So yeah.
And we're going to finish off today with a little single review. This Valee. That's not how you pronounce it. And I know it isn't, but I can't remembe.
I don't know
what it actually is. It's not Valee. It's not Valet. I don't know what it is.
It's
but you all know who I mean. Valee and DRAM. About You.
Yeah.
Chase the Money on production.
Yep.
And I gave this a listen purely because it had DRAM on it.
Yeah. I think, that was the main attraction for me. And also you telling me to listen to it as well. But yeah.
We had and then straight away I heard Chase the Money, and I felt safe now, because his production choices haven't always been the best.
No,
because when you're his flows are quite good, but and his inflections are quite good, but I think his voice and his lyrics aren't particularly grabbing. So you need the production as well. And Chase the Money delivered here in something I never thought would ever exist, in a mixture between trap and G-funk.
Yeah, that's true. It was a weird mix, wasn't it?
because you had the really heavy bass that you always have with a trap song.
Yeah.
But then, like at the hook, which was beautiful, by the way. Hit the street, stay up, and there were like these synth lines, like these funk lines, and they just sort of came out of nowhere, and I still don't expect them every time they come in, because it's just so left field and different, and I can't believe that he touched it, to be honest. But very
it's
good
quite
addition.
mad. Like, I mean, I really like the bounciness of the song. I don't know, like his but I've never really been much of a Valee or whatever his name is. I've never really listened to much of his music, but from what I've listened to, it's kind of not really impressed me that much or anything. But this song is definitely a kind of attention grabber for me.
You've got this his breakout single "Womp Womp." That is a fun song.
Yeah. See, it's pretty good,
but this is definitely better in all departments, especially the feature, because both tracks have a feature, but this one from DRAM was a very nice one, in my opinion.
Yeah,
he had
definitely.
Would you say the best pipes in the game right now?
Oh, he does. Yeah, I'm a DRAM fan. I'm a big DRAM fan. So I knew that I was going to be kind of safe going into this, because I'm never usually that disappointed with him. And
he had some witty lines. Sort of in the middle, he said, "I got her addicted to my dick and my wisdom and my dick again."
Yeah.
And he ended off the verse with another line I like. "I'm gonna keep my left hand on the pad till it fall off for the love of music and the Benjamins." And that's sort of, I like the way that he was quite honest about the fact that he likes the music, but also the moolah. And I think we're going to leave it there.
Yeah.
Unless you have anything you want to add?
No, nothing at all. Right.
So we hope you all had a lovely Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
Hopefully Tom sorted out his cuckold status.
Oh, yeah. Is he out yet?
Who knows?
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe he's not alive. I don't know.
But thank you very much for filling in today, Connor. Thank you very much for listening.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
And we hope you enjoyed the episode and the music as well.
See you later.
Ciao for now.